Hello, boys and girls. This is week 2 of our virtual learning. And if you look in this pocket chart, this is most of the I can statements that we've been working on so far. So I'm just going to go over these, kind of refresh your memory of everything that we've been learning. And then I'm going to pull some of these out and just focus on the ones we're going to be doing this week. I'm going to add some social studies and just focus on the ones that we'll be working on this week. So if you remember, in reading, we have been learning sight words. I can read high frequency words by sight. Author and illustrator, I can tell who the author and illustrator are and what they do. We're very, very good at that. I can follow words left to right and top to bottom. I can understand that words are separated by spaces in print. So during our writing time, we have really been focusing on spacing and also using space to help us track and count words in a sentence. I can recognize and name all upper and lowercase letters in the alphabet. Yay! We've got to all the way to the letter Z. And I can identify beginning, middle, and ending sound in words. And then in language, which is directly tied to writing and reading, I can write a letter for most consonants and short vowels. So a, e, I, we know the letters for those. I can capitalize the first word in a sentence. We've really been working hard on creating sentences and writing sentences and starting those with a capital letter. I can recognize and name in punctuation. We've been working on question marks and periods and even exclamation marks. I can say complete sentences. So we've been practicing that when we speak in complete sentences. And if we can think it, then we can say it. And if we can say it, then we can write it. And if we can write it, we can read it. And I can write capital and lowercase letters. Math. Woo, math is a big long list. I don't even know if I can get it all in the video. But here we go. We are working on counting our way to 100 by ones. So our goal for this second 9 weeks is to count to 50. So you really need to be practicing at home counting to 50. That'll work our way to 100. Also counting by tens to 100. So that 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 counting pattern. I can tell which group has more and which has less. We learned that alligator mouth, and we can point it to either the big number or the smaller number. So which one is more and which is less. I can count any number of objects to 20. I can quickly add within 5. We haven't got to subtraction yet, but we can add quickly to 5. I can understand that which number I count is one bigger than the previous number. So the one after it is one bigger than the one I said before. I can figure out how much to add to numbers 1 to 9 to make it equal 10. So those pairs of numbers that make 10. I can name shapes, even if they're big or small or turned on their side. I can name those plane shapes. I can make numbers 11 through 19 using 10 ones and more ones. So we've been working on that place value, and that 10 and more is those numbers 11 through 19. I can count forward from any number, and I can show addition problems with fingers, objects, and pictures. We were working on that one right before we had to go virtual. So again, I'm going to pull some of these out and just focus on the ones that I want to look at for this week. So this week we are really going to practice writing our numbers 0 to 20 and identifying shapes as 2D and 3D. So telling the difference in the plane shapes and the solid shapes. Being able to sort those and know the difference. In language, Well, we're really going to work on all of those. I'm going to pull out these three and just leave these. So I can write a letter for most consonant and short vowel sounds and writing those uppercase and lowercase letters. For reading, I'm going to leave all of those for reading. Now I'm going to add some social studies. So in social studies this week, we are going to compare holidays, our American holidays, with other holidays in other cultures. We're going to look at Christmas in America, what that tradition is like here, and compare that to Christmas traditions in Mexico, Italy, and Germany. So that'll be neat. And then I can understand the importance of holidays, and I can describe what a family custom or tradition is. So we're going to be looking at and talking about Christmas traditions. I'm going to step away from the camera and show you some of my favorite Christmas books. This one is Santa Kid by my favorite author, James Patterson. The next is Auntie Claus. So Santa Claus has a sister in this book. This one was my mother's favorite Christmas story, Santa Claus by William Joyce. And this one is a traditional poem, The Night Before Christmas. And then we have Merry Christmas Straganona, which is kind of going along with that Italian Christmas theme. Now, before I let you go, I'm going to go ahead and show you this week's sight words. We have 4. These are the last 4 for our quarter 2 words. So I sorted them by words that have 2 letters and then one word that has 3 letters. So you look with me. B-Y, by. That word rhymes with words you already know, like my. Then O-F. This one's tricky. It doesn't follow the rules. We will not be able to sound this one out. You're just going to have to remember it. This word is of. Of. And the next word is do. Another one that doesn't really follow the rules, so we're just going to have to know it by sight. Do. And then she. And that one rhymes with, if I take off the S, you can read that part of the word that's in it. So it rhymes with he, me, be. These are all words that you already know. So they rhyme with she.